this is Mrs. Kaplowitz. For Chapter 4, there are many interesting and important topics I would like to discuss, so I will break up the chapter into several parts. The first part will be this brief introduction to carbohydrates, the need for carbohydrates, and the usefulness of carbohydrates in food and in our body. In another video, I will discuss fiber, its benefits, the two different types, soluble and insoluble, and the best food sources and how much to eat. In another video, I will discuss whole grains, the difference between foods made with whole grains versus enriched flour or refined products, and when to choose a product made with whole grains. Finally, I will have a video about added sugars, which is the topic of the controversy. So I would like to begin with the first topic, describing what a carbohydrate is. What do most people think about when you hear the word carbohydrate? I ask this to my class every semester, and the top three answers usually are bread, rice, and pasta. But what else falls under the category of a carbohydrate? And why are carbohydrates thought of as the fattening food? These poor little fellas, they didn't do anything to anybody. So here's a list of carbohydrate-rich foods to include legumes, nuts, seeds, fruits, vegetables, oatmeal, wheat, barley, rye, buckwheat, quinoa, corn, products that are made from the above mentioned grains, and then finally milk and milk products. Carbohydrate-rich foods are an ideal nutrient. It is the nutrient that meets the body's energy needs. It is critical to have carbohydrates to feed the brain and the nervous system. It helps keep the digestive system fit, and it can help keep your body lean. But the thing to keep in mind is that it depends on the type of carbohydrate a person eats. Limiting refined carbohydrates are key. There was a study I read on the effects of carbohydrates and the brain and memory. The participants were broken up into two different groups. Each group was given the same information. It was just something general, nothing too complicated. One group was fed a balanced meal, and the other group was fed a meal without carbohydrates. The next day, both groups were asked to recite the information that they had been given the day before. The group that ate the balanced meal did far better in recalling the information than the group that had the meal without carbohydrates. And this experiment demonstrates that the effects of eating carbohydrates or not eating carbohydrates can have on the brain. And finally, the usefulness of carbohydrates in the body and in food. As you can see in these two slides, carbohydrates serve many uses and cannot be replaced by another nutrient. These tables can be found in the PowerPoint slides posted in the Chapter 4 folder and also in your textbook. And that is all for this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.